Lesson 3. Progress and Preservation. Striking a Balance. Cultural heritage gives us precious glimpses of life in the past, and therefore adds to our own sense of identity. Despite this, our traditional view of progress has often been out with the old, in with the new. It is necessary that development take place, of course, but this doesn't have to come at the cost of destroying ancient treasures that can never be replaced.
An example of this took place in 1959, when the construction of the Aswan High Dam endangered the future of Egypt's precious Abu Simbel temples. The proposed construction project would enable this North African country to control the annual flooding of the Nile. However, an artificial lake would be formed as a result, and the Abu Simbel temples would then be submerged. Though Egypt has an abundance of historic sites, many felt that no part of its rich and unique cultural heritage should be lost. After a UNESCO-led campaign, it was concluded that the temples would be transported to higher ground. In order to accomplish this challenging task, the sacred structures were cut into 16,000 huge blocks. These were then moved and reassembled at a site situated 65 meters higher up and 180 meters further back from the water. In the end, the temples were saved from being drowned, and Egypt was spared the loss of these historic treasures.
Taiwan's southern port city of Kaohsiung once faced a similar problem and also had to figure out how a priceless old structure could be preserved. In the early 2000s, Kaohsiung was in need of a new underground metro and railway system to relieve traffic congestion and promote urban development. The only problem was that for the underground system to be built, the decades-old Kaohsiung railway station would need to be demolished. Since the train station held many precious memories for local residents, it was crucial that the authorities act quickly to save it. Urgent meetings were held, and plans for moving the old building were discussed. Experts suggested that the structure be moved as a whole. Enormous wooden tracks were built, and then the 3,500-ton building was raised up and made to slide along these tracks to its new location at a speed of 6 meters per day. All in all, it took 17 days to move the building to its new location. The rescue mission stayed on track, and both the station and the fond memories of local people were successfully preserved.
As these two examples demonstrate, we don't always have to clear out the old to make way for the new. After all, when it comes to development and cultural preservation, a balance that allows the two to exist side by side can be struck. Whether it's possible to preserve our heritage and still see progress simply depends on how much thought and effort we're willing to put in.